Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Take Two Radio. I'm Pam, your host, and today I have with me Dawn. Hello, Dawn.
Hello, Pam. Gosh, it's such an exciting day, wouldn't you say?
I think so. We have a huge show today with our winners from our Indie Artist Music Awards, and we are very excited. We have a few people calling in via Skype from the UK, and we have people calling in across the US, so this should be fun.
Oh, I think so, definitely. And, where else on BlogTalk Radio can you have a show where you've got so many different artists in the same show calling in? It's going to be kind of like a real awards show almost.
Right.
Everybody's going to be taking their turn. And, gosh, we've got a great lineup. I'm so excited. I mean, that's quite a feat to assemble everyone to appear on the same show today, don't you think?
Yes. We're only missing a couple of the winners, but we have the majority of them here, so that's going to be great.
I know.
And, of course,
exciting.
You know me. I can't wait to hear those UK accents.
I know, really. It's really, it's going to be really neat to hear all of those. And, I mean, those people could talk as far as the day is long, and I would be fine. You know, it's probably one of the few times you would not hear me talk is to be able to hear them talk. So,
right.
But, yeah, so you got a great show lineup. I'm so excited to be here co-hosting with you, so thank you for the opportunity, and excited for these indies. Because the fans actually voted them the winners. And so we had nothing to do with it. We just hosted the contest. So
yeah, I mean, that says a lot about their music when their fans vote and become winners, because we had quite a few nominees that, all of them are great.
Yes, most definitely.
So our first guest is going to be Bud Rogers, and he's from the UK. And if you've listened to any of my music shows in the last couple weeks, I've played quite a few songs by him. And Bud won for Album of the Year, which is his Whiteout album, and Debut Album of the Year. Hopefully he is connected to Skype right now and will be calling in a few minutes. Do you see him at all?
He is connected, but the trick is he going to be able to connect to us? So that's what we're working on now, trying to get him up. I've just told him to try to connect via the Skype button, so we'll see what happens. And just for the listeners out there, so it doesn't sound like we're talking in foreign words here, these UK artists, BlogTalk has a Skype feature they've integrated into their software here for the show to allow international callers to Skype into the show, but it's not a traditional way like you get on Skype and just chat with someone. They have to actually go through BlogTalk channels in order to connect, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it's tricky, and sometimes it doesn't. So, and I can attest to that because I've had quite a few UK callers. For the most part, have all been pretty successful, but I've had a couple instances, especially of late, where my artists have not been able to connect. It's been rather frustrating for me and for them, and that is an issue that I think BlogTalk probably needs to work on a little bit more. But needless to say, we're going to try to connect, so if you'll just bear with us today, your patience is greatly appreciated. We've got a couple of UKs we're going to try to get on just right off the bat because of the time difference. But for the most part, we will get them on as soon as they get on. So let's hope for the best, everyone.
I also want to mention that Bud also won Acoustic Artist of the Year, too. Totally forgot that one, and I do apologize. Thanks, Mel, for reminding me. I thought I had them all down. We had two musicians that won several different categories. So I know I've got Roxanna down for 3, and I've got Bud down for 3, and the rest of them have one each. So
yeah,
does he?
I'm trying to find out.
Yet?
He's not responding. He's not responding to me. I'm assuming he's trying to get connected. Now, I will say, Bud is trying to connect. He's really going out on a limb and trying to get real tricky today because he is not only trying to connect from the UK via Skype, into our studio here, but he is also trying to connect on a mobile via Skype into our studio here. And I've already been told by BlogTalk that this is not always the best connection, so it's kind of tricky even more so. So hopefully we will be able to talk with
what we should do in the meantime, I mean, we're going to kind of do this one backwards, but what about if we just go ahead and play his song while he's trying to connect?
I think that would be a perfect idea. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's go for it.
Okay. So this is going to be Caught in a Wheel by Bud Rogers, and this is off his debut album, Whiteout.
was Bud Rogers and Caught in a Wheel. Like Pam said, we kind of did him in reverse, and he had just sent me a message on Skype and said he can see the blue icon. Yay! So, Bud, if you're listening, go ahead and push the button, and you should be able to connect straight to us. So let's hope. We're going to keep our fingers crossed. So I'm always nervous when I do these interviews with the UK artists. I love talking to the UK artists, and this is the most economical way for them to connect to us. But it is the most frustrating, nerve-wracking way. I mean, I wish there was such an easier way. You know, I wish we could actually call them somehow, some way, but it just doesn't work that way. I mean, we can't Skype to them. They have to Skype to us. So it is a little bit tricky. And, again, thank you to everyone out there for being so patient with us today. We knew this was going to be a little bit of a challenge on the front end, but, if you can bear with us, and I promise you it will be a show that you will not forget.
Right. And I'd just like to add that several of the winners, I believe, I'm trying to think now who's on. Well, Bud is one, and then also Tom Stiner is another one, Michael Lee, and I think it's those three are managed by Aspire Music Management, which is my good friend Melanie out of the UK. So if you ever want to use their music for something, or if somebody from the UK is listening that owns a club and you want them to play there, be sure to contact her. And she's on Twitter at Aspire Music Management, but management is spelled MGMT. And she has a Facebook page, too, that you can reach out to her, or just contact me and I'll get the message to her.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, I'm multitasking. I'm listening to you, but I'm multitasking behind the scenes, too, because I'm talking to several of these artists. And so, folks, just so you know, they are really they're on our Skype because we're all talking to them, and they're all excited about being on the show today. We're just trying to get them to where they can be heard by you, the listeners. So I'm kind of like multitasking and troubleshooting all this stuff, too. So
yeah, I know. Well, that's me, too. As a matter of fact, I'm Skyping with Mel right now, and she says that Bud is trying. He's trying, and it's
that's right.
Well,
he is trying.
After these two Skype calls with the two winners in the UK, everything else should run smoothly. I hope.
That's exactly right. Because people are just going to call in, then it'll be okay. So
right.
Oh my gosh, this is too hilarious. I mean, all you can do is laugh about it because there's nothing else you can do. So. Yeah. Well, this is going to kind of switch things around, but while we're waiting for Bud, do you want to go ahead and play like the promo from Tom, since he is not able to do this today?
Sure,
okay.
Yes. Tom Stiner won Versatile Artist of the Year, which is a multi-genre category. And he's out of California, and you can follow him on Twitter at homeless_Tom. And I was hoping he'd be on today so I could find out why they call him that or where he got that nickname from, because it made me curious.
I know, me too. I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting.
Right? So I'm going to go ahead and play his message that he pre-recorded for everybody. One moment.